All right, so my name is Chapo. I'm one of the cameo DMs here at the UAG. This is the game Darkwood. It's just a tier 1 kind of quick run real quick, and I'll have everybody introduce themselves from my left to right. First, we'll have Beendar.
Hello, name's Bender. I'm playing Beendar the Barbarian, who's actually a level 1 Barbarian, level 3 Ranger, who has just gotten his Wolf Companion recently. Other than that, his most favorite thing to do is get into fights.
All right. Then we got Matthew.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing as a character will die in the third round because of how notoriously tough Chapo's fights are.
It's not always a problem. All right, we have Sandra.
That's because you bring Adrin all the time. Like level 13, what do you expect? Hey, my name's Sandra. I'm going to be playing a new character today. His name is Ansgar Eriksson. He is the person that's pictured on the picture thing, if you can see it. If not, he's yeah, that's good. He's tall. He's like 6 foot tall, 35 years old, blue eyes, has like I believe that hairstyle is called rastas or something, or like fucking braids or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, blonde hair. He is very muscular. He's a human variant and a level 1 fighter with the cavalry soldier background. And he's currently traveling with his halberd and his great sword. So those are his go-to weapons. Yep, that's it.
All right, and then we have Will.
Hello, my name is Will. I will be playing Artoria Pendragon, a 4th level paladin. She is a ancient? No.
Devotion?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Not very good at playing paladins, or I haven't played them very often, so I'm not really sure what all their abilities are. But you know, she's a chick that does stuff and things, and generally tries not to kill people for no reason.
Your teammates will love you once you get to 6th, because you can add your charisma modifier to their saving throws if they're within 10 feet of you.
Cool.
Sounds like a winner. All right, and I believe Alex Newton will probably try to come in later with his centaur character, if he can make it in here, which I believe Lazzelli. Yeah. So,
No,
I believe all of you are in Illumina. So you all happen to be around the guild, and
your Halloween music now, bud.
Pinkus comes down to the area, and he says, "Hey, I got a mission."
Go ahead and get in your bed, unless you want to sleep there.
I got a mission in Mawson.
I'm assuming my character's then already signed up to the guild. He would like sign and all that kind of stuff, so he can grow stronger with the pack.
I'll get there in a second. So, yeah, he comes on and he says, "Hey, I got a mission that's out of Mawson. So you guys can head out." So, Ansgar, I'm taking it that you probably wandered your way into the guild. You walk in and you see Artoria, and are you using Brina?
Yep.
You see Artoria, you see Brina, and you see Beendar in there. And
that doesn't work.
Pink is like, new blood, huh?
Even though he's like entirely new to the guild and all, Ansgar will like make a fist and hit it on the table and say, "My blade is yours. Where do we go?"
He says, "Well, yeah, we will we'll fix that." And he says, "Come up to my office real quick and we'll talk." So he takes you up to the office and he says, "Look, I appreciate that you're here." He says, "We have a contract for the guild that basically covers death, dismemberment, stuff like that. How much you get paid, what your dues or you have to pay in when you get paid for jobs and such and such. But since we're kind of crunched for time,
All this paperwork, just tell me where to sign.
he's like, patience, young one.
I'm not that young anymore, unfortunately.
Okay. He says, don't be a dick. He says, sign there, and you'll be on your way.
Thank you, good sir. And he signs, and he reads like the most important parts, and he'll clear his throat. Thank you for your time and the paperwork, Mr. Pincus.
Yeah.
And,
so he walks back out. He hands Artoria a script that has all the information of the job. Just the first person he came up to that he knows has been here a while, along with Brina. But he says you can requisition some mounts and head out as soon as possible. So with that, you guys just need to head to Mawson and link up with Rourke, the mayor there, and he should be able to guide you wherever you need to go from there.
It shall be done.
All right. Does anybody need to hit the store or anything like that before you leave Illumina?
Don't think so.
I do not have the money to buy anything. I have the heart to go somewhere.
Brina will buy some health potions just because of how things is. She doesn't know if she can heal reliably.
Okay. The bartender says, "Hey, new guy, come here."
Yes. What is it?
He reaches under. He says, "Here, this is a standard issue." He hands you 2 regular healing potions.
This is most kind, good sir. How can I ever pay you back for this?
He's like, "Just don't die, because I get bonuses on more people that come in here and drink and stuff." So, yeah.
Well, this will be remembered.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So you guys can get some horses and head out. If there's anything else you guys need to do. If not,
Artoria is going to go grab. There's 4 of us?
As of right now,
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so there's 4 of us. So she'll go and she'll get 4 horses. She'll make sure that she sits on the pale one.
Beandor needs a short one.
She is the rider named Death. Haha. If you don't get that joke, I suggest you read the Bible. No, just kidding. But she'll saddle up.
Brina will try and see if she can ride with Artoria because she doesn't need a horse all the time, but it's
Oh wait, that's right. She's small of stature like Beandar, is she not?
Well, little one, it looks like you and I will share a horse. And he pats Beandar on the back. And almost like throws him down.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. But still.
No. I was trying to think of how to respond to that.
Oh,
a knife and kneecap.
My wolf probably snaps at you.
Oh, that's alright, little fella. Don't worry. Well, we should be on our way, shouldn't we? And take your dog with you, the wolf.
Yeah.
Easy scruff.
Okay, so I guess Artoria would saddle up 2 horses in order to help the littler people. They can just ride a shotgun or whatever behind the 2 humanoids.
Yeah.
Humans.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you're
we
humans.
Yeah,
too.
You guys
Yeah,
get
but-
situated, and you're on the road. Okay. So half a day away is just about what the ride is to Mawson.
Michael, just so you know, if you actually
Mhm.
pick the elk, it's a large-sized creature. You could have just rode that.
Yeah, I'm not feeling elk for him. It'd take forever for him to get up there.
Mm.
Okay, so
He's only 3'11".
you get to the gates of Mawson. You see that there's actually there's two buildings there now. You see they've been working on it a lot. There's actually 6 guards there. You come up and they're like, "Halt! UAG. All right." They said Rourke is waiting for you. He says, "Go ahead in," and they let you guys pass through. And another 20 minutes or so, you hit the main city proper. So now there is 2 large towers in this entrance, manned by at least 8 guards. As you come up, they open the gates, which are good stout timbers, reinforced with steel. And you look to the left and right, and the walls extend beyond your sight, and they curve around. You get inside town, and so first couple of shops that you'll come up to is one on the right will be a herb shop or a potion alchemist shop. On your left will be a pretty good sized smithy, along with houses and stuff like that. And then on the other side of the alchemist shop is a pretty good size trade store. Behind that is a large parked area for caravans, where you can see a couple caravans in there already. Everybody's doing something or something. So once you get to the crossroads there, or the T intersection, I should say, you come up to a big inn, and attached to the inn is a smaller building, and that's the mayor's office. So you can dismount and go talk to him if you need to.
I believe this is our destination. And he dismounts and helps Beanda off his high horse.
I don't need help. And jumps off and lands on your foot.
Sure, you don't need help, little man.
Okay.
Artoria will climb down from the horse and will assist if she wants it, Brina.
She doesn't need help.
Okay. She'll tie off the horse to a hitch and then walk into the mayor's office.
Well, Ansgar will follow.
Okay, so you get inside. There's this little small grandma-looking old lady, and I used her so long I forgot her name. So anyway, she's like, "Hello." She's like, "Oh, UAG." She says, "Rourke is waiting for you in his office. Go right ahead." So if you head in there, you'll see a pretty large, thick oak desk piled with paperwork, and you see this little gnome sitting behind it. And he says, "Oh, welcome." He says, UAG, I was hoping that you would be here soon. He says, he walks out and he shakes Artoria's hand. He says, "Thank you for," and you see he's kind of like getting like this little epileptic like thing going on. He says, we have a little bit of problems, and I need you guys to take care of it. He says, I have a man that will take you out to the area that the problem has been happening at, and you can figure it out. Okay? He says,
Okay.
go right out in front, and I'll send for Raskar, and he'll take you over there. Okay? All right. And he puts his head out the doorway there, and he says, "Hey, can you send for Raskar, so he can take him over to where the problem is?" She's like, "Okay." So she puts her face out there and she screams, "Raskar!" like really loud. And she's like, "I hope that works." And she goes and sits back behind her desk. So you all come out to the front of the building and just kind of standing around. After a few minutes, you see this tall tiefling walking up. You think it's a tiefling at first, but you're not sure if it's a tiefling or if it's something else. You just know he has tattoos all over him. He sports this huge battle axe, it looks like, and usually tieflings are a reddish color, and he just happens to be gray. But he does have the normal horns that poke out the top of his head. He comes up and he says, "Greetings." He says, "I am Raskar the Horrible." He says, "I will be your guide for this jaunt."
It is an honor to meet you. And he'll hand, like,
he says,
his hand.
"Likewise." He says, "If you follow me, I gotta grab a mount and then we can head out." So he walks over to the stables and he says, "Hold here for a second and I'll be right back." He heads in there. About 5 minutes later, he comes around the building on a horse. He says, "If you're ready, unless you have other business in town, we should head out."
Let us proceed.
Yeah. So if there's any of you that want to hit up the alchemist shop or the general store or the blacksmith, now's the time to do it before we head out.
Okay. I guess we can take a quick peek in the blacksmith shop to see if he's selling anything useful.
Okay. So you head in there.
What does Artoria need? She has a +3 sword and +1 armor and shield.
I know. Who said anything about need? Just seeing what he has.
She's being a woman, which is perfectly fine. Shopping. Right?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything.
I
mean, because, like, quite frankly, that's pretty legit as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's.
I'm not triggered. Don't worry.
It's the first time, I think, that Artoria's been here. So yeah. she just wants to. Oh, hey, look, a smithy.
Right. So you head in to the smithy. You walk in. The shop itself is probably about a 20 by 20 room. You see a human behind the counter, and he says, "Greetings." He says, "Welcome to Dengar Hammerstriker's Forge." He says, "I am I'm Mort. I'm one of his apprentices. Well, actually, I'm not an apprentice anymore. I am a smith." He says, "But if you need any help or you're looking for anything particular, I can let you know. Otherwise, go ahead and have a look." So you see there's quite a bit of great-looking weapons and armor in here. Some of it better than others. Some of it's kind of crappy, but the crappy stuff is kind of like in this big barrel, like it says like bargain barrel on it. So,
you got armor I could put on my wolf?
You want some barding for your wolf? He says, yeah, I believe we do. Might be, it'll probably be the size for like a small pony. But I'm sure we can modify it pretty quickly.
So what you're saying is it'll be his little pony.
Hey, we could put a saddle on and he'll ride it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So let me look up Where the hell is that?
Barding costs 4 times the armor's book value.
Okay, so he says, you want just regular barding, or do you want something that has a little magic twist to it, or not too much of a magic twist?
How much for magic?
And he says, well, he says in magic, we have some hide and some leather and I think a set of ring mail. Basically, they're just basic. They'll add a little bit of extra defense.
You said hide, chainmail, and what was the other one?
Leather.
Leather is still considered light, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Plus
Okay.
1 leather is basically studded leather armor without the studs.
Okay.
He says
sounds like a plan.
Be about 540 gold pieces.
Okay. And
well,
what's the AC?
You're a UAG member, yes?
Yes.
So you get a discount. So it'd actually be about 490. About 490.
Okay. And what about for somebody my size?
He says, what are you, a dwarf? No, not a dwarf.
As if.
He's a midget.
He says, oh, you're just a human with dwarfism. I see. He says, well, we got some halfling armor we could probably fit on you.
They're kind of small, aren't they?
Yeah.
In the chest area.
He says, well, let me see.
What are you rocking, boobs?
What are you looking for? Like, what kind of armor are you looking for?
Well,
looking more like, basically, if you can see my picture, I'm looking for like the shoulder guard stuff.
Are you looking for like half plate?
Sure.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you want like barbarian armor, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Like hide? That would kind of be like hide. He says, I might have a set of hide. I have a little... Basically, has hide +1. He could fit it to you within about probably half an hour, maybe.
Okay. I like that idea.
Make some adjustments. So it would cost basically 510 minus their 10% discount, so it'll be about over
449.
Yeah, somewhere on there. So he's gonna say about an even 460 because he's got to adjust it to you.
So, how's 1,000 sound for the both?
Oh, for the barding and the yours
and the wolves.
He says, okay. He calls in the back to another one of the smiths. He's like, hey, grab that set of barding, the pony stuff, and that hide that we just completed will fit this this big guy here. And he says, come in the back with him, and he'll get you fitted.
All right.
And so you go in the back.
Grabs the wolf, and we go.
Yeah, so you two go in the back. Two of the smith, well, one's a smith and one's a leather worker. They get you back there and they start fitting you and all that shit. So in about 30 minutes, you'd be done.
Yeah. Brina will wander off to the potion shop because she has no love for all that metal stuff.
Okay. He says, all right. He says, we do carry woodland staffs for your kind. If you're not an armor wearer. Since I don't see any weapons on you too much. But, yeah, go for it. Head over to the, there. let's see, you will find Shelwyn Winier is the alchemist over there. Anybody else here in the armor area? Need anything else? Or
No, I would Anska would just probably exchange one or the other word with Raska, I think his name was. So horrible. So just like exchanging some stories because he's got like a soldier past, kind of like what he's been through, and kind of do the man talk, you know.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah, bro, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, sure, yeah, I've done that before. Definitely done that before. Yeah, it's funny when halflings run, but yeah, okay, sure, yeah. So you guys cut it up for a little while. What about Artoria?
Artoria's really not looking for much. She wandered in because it's a smithy. She's not really looking for anything in particular. Artoria, having inspected the wares that are there and whatnot, would probably head off with Brina and go to the alchemy shop.
Okay.
Because she's right now. I'm his first trip here, so she's kind of curious as to what all this place has.
All right. So let me clear somewhere. Bean, that armor that he was telling you about, that's hide armor.
Oh, okay.
It's not half plate. Half plate is a little bit more expensive, but if you want half plate, he can probably have it ready for you in a day or so because he has to make major modifications because of the size that you are.
Right now, I'm good with the barbarian armor.
Okay. So
I'm just trying to figure out what the AC is on these.
So hide is 12 plus your dex modifier.
And then I get a +1 because they're
right.
Okay.
Right. So it's a 13 plus your dex modifier.
All right.
And it says a max of 2. So the max you can get up to is 15, I guess. All right. So Matt, you are Brina and Artoria head over to the potion shop. So you walk up there. There's some people coming out, and you walk in. It's a very nice shop. There's potions everywhere. There's a doorway heading out into the back. You can see out in the back. You can see a very large set of chemistry. A chemistry set back there, beakers and everything, whatever and stuff. You see a large table with a bunch of stuff on there, and you see this tall high elf, blonde hair, blue eyes, pointy ears, very pretty. Kind of has a look down your nose. No, you're not late. We ain't even really started yet. We're still in Mawson. So she just has one of those looks where she looks down at her nose at everybody. But she greets you, and with that, we're going to pause real quick. All right, so Alex, go ahead and introduce your character real quick.
All right, I'll be playing Lazelli Riverrunner, a centaur hunter who's just kind of getting used to the Unnamed Adventurers Guild and living in the city. And she had some armor commissioned here, even though she really can't pay for it yet. But a bunch of people insisted that they'll make it anyways, and well, she needs money to pay them, so here she is.
Okay. So I'll get you in a second, Alex. I'm just gonna say that you're in Mawson. You just took a walk and you ended up here, and we'll do that in a sec. So you walk in. So you have Silhouette in there, and she says, "Hello. How may I help you?"
Oh. Oh, fine.
Looking around, seeing what you have, seeing what's useful.
He says, well, everything's useful. It just depends on what use you want it for. But anything in particular, just ask. If not, well, everything is labeled pretty much.
I have a question for you, Chapo, though.
Yes.
Like your stat boosting potions, like the ones that give you plus your strength and dex and all that. Would those that stays if I wild shape, right? Just to clarify.
It should. It's if you ingest it, it doesn't. It shouldn't stop you from being able to use it and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So, Brain's just gonna look around, see what's there.
Yeah. So you see, there's all the varying types of healing potions are there. The jump potion, fly potion. You got potion of fire breath. Pretty much most of the stuff that's in the DMG is here. Even some higher end stuff you might be able to find. It does have a sign for the kick-ass potion. It says that it's on back order, but if you really want one, it would cost just a little bit more than what it normally costs.
Brina's gonna ask what a kick-ass potion is.
Okay, well, she explains it. Basically, she says it makes you stronger, and it also imbues your body with what the wizard spell haste does. And I believe from all the customers that have come back and buy it from me, it lasts about an hour. At the current potency that I have now.
How much would it cost to get some of those?
He says, well, normally I sell those for about Jiggy. There it is.
I'm gonna need about 350.
Yeah. She says, normally I sell them for about 3,000 gold pieces. At the time, I am very short on them, and I really haven't had a chance to restock my reagents on it, so they're probably going to be about 5,000 pieces. It says, but from what I understand, they work very well.
Yeah. Brina's just gonna keep moving on.
Okay. She says, I do have a lesser kick-ass potion, which I'll sell for 1,000, but it's not as potent as this one, and it really only confers a little bit of strength to you and a little bit of quickness. It doesn't have the haste included. But if not, well, I have other stuff, She looks at Artoria and says, and you, my dear, is there anything that you are looking for?
No, not really. I was just looking around.
Okay.
It's just my first time to this town, so I figured I'd try to find my way to where everything is,
Okay.
Just in case.
She's like, well, here you go. She hands you a little card from behind her desk. It's about a 3x5 card. It's got her and Hammer Striker and the Golden Lion, which is next door. It's owned by a halfling. And let's see, halfling's name is Gabriel, or they call him Gabe Hagabottom. He's the owner of the Golden Mane, which is a large trade store, and it's basically kind of like a trucker stop for caravans. It's got an inn, it's got a thing, it's got a warehouse, and it's got a large area park for caravans to park, and they always have guards guarding the area.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this.
This is just, yes, ma'am. It's anytime.
And then I guess Artoria will move along with Brianna.
Okay.
So that she's not like, casing the joint or whatever.
She says, "Are you here to take care of the problem out in the woods?"
I believe that is what we are here to do, yes.
She says, "Well, UAG members, of course, have 10% off of everything within the city." She says, I also offer another 10%. But while you're out, if you happen to find anything interesting and can bring me some reagents back, I will pay for them. Just so you know."
What reagents are you speaking of?
Just, let's say you slay a monster and just take some part of it that you think might be important. I don't really have a huge list. She pulls out a scroll and she hands it to you. You unfurl it, and it's probably about 2 to 3 feet long, and it's just got a list of like a bunch of different reagents that she's always looking for.
Oh, okay. Well,
just in case you're out and
back up and we'll nod and say, "Well, if we find any of this, we'll certainly bring it back to you."
Okay, sounds great.
And she'll head up. I guess she'd head back to the smithy because that's the last place she saw the rest of the party.
Yeah. So you get back to the smithy. Ansgar and Raskar are still there, guessing about how some of their friends would fall in the latrines when pushed, and talk about the mad shitter and games that they used to play on each other, where one person would wake up early and defecate in another person's helmet, and just a bunch of different pranks that military people usually pull on each other. And you get back in there, and Beendar comes around through the back with him and his dog, Wolf or whatever. They're all suited up. He says, "Looks like you're all set." So, with that,
I think Scruffy makes it.
Yeah. So, Lazelli, you, I'm just going to say that you happen to be out for a run, and you just happen to come up this way. You get up to the gates leading into Mawson, and the guards, they stop you, but they see your UAG pin, and they let you through. And you come into this town. It's a nice town, nice houses and stuff. You see that look like fairly new walls and lots of guards around. And you come into the center of town, right as you see two members of your guild walking into a smith shop. I don't know if you know Artoria and Brina or not. And so on your right, there's an alchemist shop, and there's a trade store next to it. And straight ahead, there's a big inn with a smaller building next to it that says Mayor. And on your left, there's a sign that says Hammer Striker's Forge, and that's where two of your people. You notice that one of them had a UAG pin on their lapel. So you going in there, or are you just gonna chill outside, Lazelli?
Oh, I go inside.
Okay. So you head inside. You have to duck your head just a tiny bit. Actually, are you that tall?
Yeah, I'm really tall. I'm like,
Okay, so yeah, you definitely have to duck your head in a little bit. So you all see Lazelli come in. Mort's like, "Hey, how are you? I'm Mort, one of the smiths here." And he sees your pen. He says, "Ah, you're one of the UAG." So he says, "Welcome." He says, "We have plenty of weapons to sell. We have some barding. Uh, actually, don't you, Zelly? That sounds familiar." He walks. He says, "Hold on a second." He walks in the back, and he hears some talking. He's like, "Well, of course. How many damn centaurs do you see around this area named Lazelli? God, Morden Tamaran will smack the taste out of your mouth one of these days." You see this older dwarf walk out the back. He says, "Lazelli, right?"
Yep.
He says, "Okay." So, outside of the game, the armor that you wanted, was it to be enchanted or was it just regular armor?
That was regular armor. Barding is expensive as fuck.
Okay, just making sure. All right, he says, "Well, just happens to be that I finished your armor yesterday. I just haven't had a chance to send word to the UAG and that your armor was done." He says, "The payment, though, how did you want to handle that?"
I told them I
Artoria
couldn't.
steps up.
Okay.
How much is it?
He says, "Well, you wanted what kind of armor?" Yes.
Half-plate.
Yeah, I think it
Half-plate,
was
right?
half-plate.
And half-plate barding is 4 times the amount.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Is it 3,000?
4
Yeah.
times 70 something. All right, so he says it's about. You said 4,000.
3,000.
3.
All right, 3,000.
Minus
He says-
10% would be 2,700.
Okay, you see, so it comes out to be about 2,700 gold pieces.
Well,
Artoria takes out
He sees your-
2,700 gold pieces in the form of 2,270 platinum pieces and sets it on the table in front of him. There you go.
All right. I guess you're good. He says, "If you come back here, we'll get you fitted. That way we can make any last adjustments." He says, "I apologize for the people that are working for me in case they touch something they're not supposed to. We're just trying to fit you, okay? But if you happen to kick one of them, really kick this one really hard." And he kind of jabs his thumb towards Mort. He's like, "God." He's like, "I've been working for you for 5 years. You still ain't giving me a damn break." He's like, "Shut up, kid." All right. So they take you in the back. Takes not too long. You're gonna wear it right now, of course, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they put it on you. They fit you. They make a couple minor adjustments. And so within about 20, 30 minutes, they got you rolling. You got your half plate.
I am gonna keep my my scale mail barding, but
Okay. He says, "Well, if anytime in the future that you need anything else, just let me know." He says, "I do have a wizard that does enchanting. It just takes a little bit longer because I have to send word for him to come here, and he's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but he does good work." So,
okay.
just saying.
Thank you.
There's no problem. He says, "So what kind of weapon do you use?"
Oh, right now I'm just using 2 short swords.
Oh, okay. He says, "Well, we make short swords too." Anyways, are they +1s or anything like that?
No.
He says, "We do have." Hold on. He walks behind the counter. And he's like looking. He's like, "What is this fucking mess, Mort? It's really easy. I told you. You put the shit that we have over here on paper, the shit that we sold, and the shit that we have that people want to order. How fucking hard is it to do that shit?" He's like, "Well, when you jump in my shit all day long and you have me going back and forth, I can't do anything." It's like, I come up here to do it, and you're like, "Get your ass back here, you fucking shit." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" He's like, "Never mind." He's like, "Go to work. Or I beat you again. God damn it." He says, he starts looking through papers. He's like, "We do have one gifted short sword in stock." He says, "I don't know if you interested or not, but if not, it's here."
Well, I don't want to take your gifts.
He's like, "Oh, it's not a gift. You gift me gold and I gift it to you as a sale." Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
So he's
what's
got
special about it?
it's just a +1 short sword, but it does a D6 of fire damage.
Well, that does sound nice. How much for it?
He says that would be about the
Plus
it
one
costs-
are D6 times 100. If you're wondering.
He says that'll run you about 200 gold pieces.
Oh. Okay. I have that much.
Okay. He hands you it. He says that's with the discount added in there. And a little
Okay.
bonus since you just did purchase a large order from me. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And I'll give him the
Hey.
200 gold.
All right. What do you use as range weapon?
A longbow.
Longbow? Oh, okay. He says, "I don't know if you'll use this, but I usually give my customers that do orders from me a special gift." Well, it's not a special gift. He hands you a hand axe, a throwing axe, basically, and it's got his forged symbol on the blade. His, good advertising.
Okay.
This is if you give that to somebody and they come back and give me your name, I'll give you 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
If they spend a certain amount. So.
Oh. All right.
He says, "All right." He says, "It's been a while since I've seen a centaur." He says, "And you're quite pretty." He says, "Be careful out there." Yeah. He says, "Anybody else need anything?"
I'm not there, so no.
Oh, you walked outside?
Well, no, I didn't enter. I was still talking to Razgar.
Oh, well, he was inside. I figured you two were inside.
Well then, yeah. When the time comes, I will make my purchases.
All right. So you guys are all done here, I'm guessing. Rescue's like, "Yeah, we need to go. We kind of been burning a little time in here." He says, "Let's get going." So he heads outside, jumps on his horse. You guys are able to grab your horses, and he says, "Well, we're heading north." So you guys ride for about another 3 hours. You pass this little farmstead on the left. He says that's the Thistle Downs, old place, if you guys have ever heard of it. So they were massacred except for their daughter, which, from what I understand, she's becoming a great paladin here in town. Because I haven't seen her in a while. I think I believe she's been training with Galerion, I think, and such. Her name's Krista. Anyways, so 3 hours out, you come to the edge of the woods, and the woods start getting a little darker. And so you push into the woods, and you guys can feel like it get a couple degrees colder automatically. He says, just a little further in, he says a patrol was walking through here the other day, and for some reason, one of their guys stepped into a particular area and he disappeared. He reappeared 4 hours later. Said that he was there for, he said, what seemed like a month, and he looked disheveled, looked like he had been scratched and cut up, and like he'd been starving almost, and frightened out of his mind. Said that there was evil shit in there or something. He says the world. He says almost like he went into a different time or something. So I don't know.
Well, I think we should investigate this and say whatever is causing this.
Okay. So he pulls you to the spot, and he says, right over in that yellow area right there, you can see where the area that in particular he's talking about, there's a little hollow in the ground, and in that area, in a little circular kind of spot, there's like some black, looks like a scorch mark, but when you get to look at it a little bit closer, it looks like the scorch marks have been leaking out.
19 Arcana.
Okay, so you can definitely feel that there's something here, a magical nature, but you can feel, Artoria, I know you can feel when there's evil around. You can definitely fucking feel like there's a little evil magic going on here. Every once in a while, any time it, about every 5 minutes, there's a little blur in the area.
This place is definitely unclean.
Well, it is a forest.
No, I mean, there is a dark presence in this area.
Oh. My apologies.
That makes more sense.
So you're watching, and this you see the area start to shimmer, and it like starts turning dark, and like this darkish energy starts pulsing from the center of it, and a rift opens up right in front of you guys' eyes. And this thing steps out. It is about 8 feet tall. It is black in color. It's got 4 eyes that are the color of like lilac or purple. It's got 4 arms, 2 large arms that end in wicked-looking clawed hands, and 2 smaller arms closer to its body. In the center of his body, it looks like its rib cage is kind of open, and you can see what looks like heads screaming in the center of it. And it steps out, and does anybody know Abyssal?
Nope.
Nope, just Celestial.
Okay. Well,
Orc.
Yeah, it starts speaking in a guttural language, and everybody needs to make a wisdom save for me. DC is 13.
I got 9.
Is it a spell or an ability?
Plus 6,
It's
24.
an ability.
Okay.
I got 9.
I got 19.
Okay. So if you got below a 13, you feel this dread like seeping into you, kind of, sorta, and you are instantly scared of this thing, and you're in fear. So you feel the urge to get away from this thing as fast as you can.
That is not natural for Bender.
No. So you turn around and you run, but your eyes are like as big as fucking. They're huge. Well, they're open all the way, and you're like, "Holy fuck!" And
Donks
you
on
know,
his
so
yellow.
if I run right, was that? Yeah. So you take off, and everybody roll initiative.
Is when it came out?
Shit.
When it came out of the portal thing, I assume I was looking at the portal or close to it. Was it within 10 feet of me?
No.
Okay.
It's probably about 25 feet away from everybody. You guys were kind of looking from a distance,
Okay.
and then this thing stepped out.
Okay.
So its initiative is... Okay.
And just if it made a difference, I actually got a 20. The macro was off.
Okay.
What's its name?
Just put Rift
Demon
Beast.
Dick.
Demon thing. It does not make a difference. How far does everyone run away who's frightened?
He's gonna run for this round as far as he can move. Dashing.
Dashing? Okay. And you're running away because you're frightened.
Yeah.
Boy, I am moving
60 feet.
so far away.
Yeah, you're gone. Like, there's no way holding you.
And then
So when you get back to Illumina next round, just tell them that we died well.
right. So at the end of your next turn,
Peace out.
you can re-roll the wisdom save.
Did I fuck the
Go
numbers up? No, looks good.
Holla,
Hey, do you
holla
want
for the
your
dollar.
wolf? What?
It's a holler for the dollar. God damn it.
Hey, Bender, do you want your wolf to have an initiative as well, like with you? Usually it goes with you. Do you
Yeah,
want
that's
your
supposed
wolf
to go
to
with me
fight
from
as
what I
well?
read.
Do you want
It
your...
will be. His name's Steph.
Okay, but if it dies, it dies.
I know.
Okay.
Did the wolf make its saving throw?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it got its own saving throw.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, in that case, yeah, you just got a 21.
damn.
He's like, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Yeah, I was
Dun, dun, dun.
Who you gotta call?
Fiend Busters.
Paladins.
All right.
Get those 2 extra D8. Well, Brina?
Yeah.
I'm looking so much.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can know what that creature is?
Sure.
That's a 24.
All right. You don't know what it is. It's a Chapo special.
Okay.
But if you had to guess, your closest thing you can think what it might be is like a really overly large, like a smoke method, maybe. But it seems like it's mutated, and it's a lot larger, and it's got extra features. That's really fucked up looking.
Okay. She's going to go down on all fours and start charging forward. Bonus action is Wild Shape into a cave bear because I'm level 6.
Okay. Sounds great.
And I have 40 feet of movement, so I can smack it.
Okay.
And these attacks are considered magical against damage reduction.
So they're magical and what?
They're considered magical, so if
Okay.
it has resistance against non-magical damage, my attacks get over that. And I got
Alright,
25 to hit.
All right. So you hit.
6 points of piercing. And a 20 to hit for the claw.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 13 points of slashing, both magical.
All right. So it's 6 damage.
Yeah. That was from the bite. That's... Yeah. So total I did 19 points of damage.
Okay. So the other attack was 13 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You tag it. It cocks its head to the right and looks at you. And it says something abysmal. But Ansgar, your turn is up next.
He's gonna reach to his belt and grab like one of his hand axes that he's carrying, and he's slowly walking forwards where he stays 15 feet away from the creature and just chucks his hand axe, like tries to chuck the hand axe into his face. Since you described it as a smoke method or whatever, like consistency wise, I am not. He
He's
would
pretty
probably.
solid. I'm saying he looks like one, like a mutated one.
Okay, but he's not sure if his weapons will actually deal any damage, and since it's been a while since he was on the battlefield. Okay, I'll just what the fuck. 13.
That's gonna miss. It flies just past his face.
Okay.
You're just still looking at the bear.
Can I well, that was my free object interaction. Can I drop him? No, I threw the axe. It's not there anymore. Can I, with my bonus action, draw my halberd?
Sure.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right, Bindar. You are still running. So at the end of your turn, you can go ahead and make another wisdom save.
Is that to me? No, never mind.
Yeah, it was you, and you made it.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you're no longer afraid, but you'll get your movement and action your next round. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's turn. It reaches down and just smacks the bear right on top of his head. Or going to try to, anyways.
You could probably hit it that easily. Well,
18?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you have to roll a 4 to miss. He is a AC 12.
So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as it cracks you on the top of your head.
Mm.
Oh man, I should be careful.
And then it is going to breathe on you. Make a DC 10 Dex save.
Mm. Yeah, the bear is surprisingly dexterous. He got a 17.
Okay, so the breath that he pushes out, it's kind of like a little cinders in it and stuff. And it pushes on your face, but it doesn't really do anything. And then it reaches back with his other arm and tries to fucking uppercut you right in your gut. That's going to be an 11 hit, which I think misses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can feel the blow go underneath your body, and then he moves his back, and that.
Which is a good thing because that blow probably would have knocked me out of wild shape.
Alright, so that's going to be its turn, and then it's Lazelli, your turn.
Fucking run!
Oh
I
no.
ran 140 feet away.
Oh, did you fail your thing?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so at the end of your turn, you can make another DC 13 Wisdom save.
Oh, I beat it this time. Hooray.
Okay.
I just got it.
Yeah, so you put on the brakes, and next turn you can move back.
Wait, what? Why am I running again? I forgot.
I'll just turn around and be like, oh yeah, I left my friends behind. And I'll just pull up my bow.
All right. You'll have to move maybe about 20 feet to be able to see it because of the woods around you. But other than that, you'll be able to do that next time. All right, Artoria.
Distance to this black beast of the underworld.
25 feet.
All right. Object interaction is going to be to pull CCE, Copycat Excalibur, from its sheath. Bonus action. No, actually, it's not a bonus action. It is an action. So we're going to, instead of channeling divinity, we are going to... actually, hang on a second. Does the channel divinity only work against undead?
Are you talking about the turn or the...
Turn the unholy. As an action, all fiends undead within 30 feet that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. If one of them fails to save, it is turned for a minute or until it takes damage. Well, we're going to have to kill it anyway, so turning it's not really doing any good against one of them. Okay. All right, so she is going to pull out CCE, and she is going to take a swing at it. And does a 22 hit?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to be a D8, and she is going to use smite. So the slashing damage is going to be a total of 14, and then she is going to use a first level smite, which is going to be 6, 7.
Is that creature considered a fiend or undead?
No.
Oh, it's not? Okay, then it'd be 12 for the smite damage.
Okay, so it's 12 for the smite, and how much for the rigor?
14.
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
And that, yeah, that'll be our turn.
Okay, so you tag him.
So, wait, it's not a fiend?
No.
Okay.
So you tag it, and it screams, and it says some other stuff in abyssal, and it rears up its right hand, and then it's Brina's turn again.
Okay. I'm going to keep attacking it with a 22.
All right, that'll hit.
So I bite into it for 13 points of damage. And the claw swipe is an 18.
All right, so when you hit it and do your damage, it explodes in a cloud. And the cloud has a 10-foot radius in it. So Ansgar, you, and Artoria all going to take 9 points of fire damage as it bursts out, and then it just crumples on the ground. And then it starts kind of dissipating.
Does Brina take the damage too?
Everybody, all three of you right there.
Does the bear take the damage? Does the bear bear the damage?
Yeah, you all take 9 points damage.
Okay.
Who does? Do I too?
Yes, you take 9
All
points
of
damage.
you that are within 10 feet of it.
I am 15 feet away. No, I'm 15 feet away. I said that.
Okay. Well, then you don't take the damage, too.
Well, then I'm not almost unconscious. That's nice. Don't go me. 5 feet is very important. Go yourself.
All right. So this thing falls, explodes, falls, dissipates. And when it dissipates, it kind of looks like ash, kind of, sort of. Okay.
Groovy.
And when you look down, you see this gold like casing sit on the ground. It's just like kind of like wire framed and stuff like that, but it looks about the shape of heart. Okay, like as if the gold was encased around somebody's heart, but it's just laying there.
Can I pick up my hand axe?
Say it again.
Can I pick up my hand axe?
Yeah, you gotta go find it.
Sure, I'll go and find it.
All right. Roll and perception roll.
I'm
Natural
just gonna run
1.
back, and I'm going to say, what happened?
So you don't find it.
Okay.
It looks like you threw it, and a little gremlin must have grabbed it and took off with it or something. Because it's just, I mean, there's mud and puddles and a whole bunch of shit just around everywhere, and you just can't find it. You can spend the next hour looking for it if you want. But.
Yeah.
Brina, as a bear, is going to pantomime attacking it and then it exploding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody understand what the bear's saying?
No.
No idea, but this looks like a heart to me.
Well, what do we do with it?
I don't know. I've never encountered a creature like that.
I got an 11 on an Arcana check on the heart.
Not the bar.
Okay.
Not the bear. The whatever this devilish thing was we just got.
So you're looking at this thing, and you do have spellcasting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking at this thing, and you're guessing that the heart was encased by this, and for whatever reason, you're thinking that maybe it was used to control the thing, maybe, or at least give it a reason to obey, maybe.
Mm. Yeah. The bear's just going to stand up and shrug his shoulders.
Does the heart feel like, is there a sense of evil coming off of it?
The heart's gone. It's just a casing, the little gold wire casing.
Okay.
But you can touch it and check it.
Beandar goes and picks it up. It's pretty.
Beandar, make me a Constitution save.
All right. That's a +2. Ooh.
Just as long as he doesn't put it in its mouth.
At a 17.
Okay. So this thing comes alive, and it turns into kind of like closest thing you think of is like a wire metal spider, except it doesn't have two parts to a body. It just has a round little body, and it's got 6 legs. Hold on, no, hold on. I'm not done with you.
Yeah, it's too late. You're fucked.
The 6 arms, 4 of them latch onto you, the back legs, and the 2 front arms stick into your body and start burrowing under your skin.
Get it off! Get it off! Get it!
Once they burrow, they open up an opening and it slips into your arm, and you can feel it moving up your arm and traveling everything. So, you guys have one chance to stop this thing. Somebody can lop his arm off.
I'm gonna sever his arm,
or you can try and you can try. Hold on. You can either lop his arm off, or you can try and stab the thing that's in his arm. If you do that, it's a called shot, and you're going to take a -5 to the attack. But everybody that's standing around him, you have a chance to do that.
So
I'm gonna lop his arm off. It's a
stab me first.
What?
I need my arm. Try and get it first. Don't just take the whole arm.
Once it hits your shoulder, you're pretty much going to be done.
23 to hit.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Does 10 points of damage pull the arm off?
Are you trying to pull his arm off?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so horrible.
Make a Constitution save,
so
Beandar.
fucking horrible. That's like the most painful way you could.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
you know, it's like I've got a sword in my hand. I'm gonna take your arm off. You know, we can always regenerate it. Oh no! Stab the arm first. Bear goes, arr! Yeah.
Let's see if I can get part of his collarbone as well.
Save of 13.
Okay, so Rena looks at you really quick.
My arm.
She looks at your eyes, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" And she just runs up to you, bites you on your shoulder, and rips your arm off from the socket, and spits out the arm, and that contraption wiggles out the end of the arm, and you guys can attack it because it's still moving now. It's still moving towards Beandar. Beandar.
All right. Well, then
You
I'll
fucking
attack
arm.
the machine thing.
Go ahead and attack.
I'm attacking it with my
That's a. It was 25 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's going to be a grand total of 16 points of damage. Max that bitch out.
Okay, so you cut this thing in half, and it stops moving. A couple sparks shoot out, and Beandar, you take 3 points of electricity damage. Artoria, you take 1 point of electricity damage. Brina, you take 2. Ansgar, you're right there too, right?
No, because I didn't get the chance to do anything. I was
No,
just
he
like,
went
what
looking
the?
for his axe.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck
Okay.
is this bear doing? Like, I mean, I was a
Okay,
brute,
okay,
but what
okay,
the hell?
okay. Okay, calm down.
Okay.
Lazelli, you take 4
Sorry,
points of electricity damage. And the wolf takes 1 point of electricity damage. Make me a constitution save, Beandar.
I'm gonna drop bear and pour a healing potion on the shoulder.
Okay.
11.
Okay, so you're bleeding really bad, and you take another 4 points of damage to your body. But
you
Brina
get 7 points of
acts-
healing.
Yeah, Brina acts quickly, and she pours a healing potion on it, which it heals the meat around it, but it's still bleeding just a tiny bit. But you think it should be stable. But
I pour another potion on it for 9.
okay, so but as you're watching your arm, your finger's still twitching a little bit, and you have this sense of loss about you right now.
Me fucking arm. No.
Honestly, I thought you guys were just gonna stab the thing inside of his arm, but hey, that works too. Oh, that's so awesome. Good job, guys. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Oh. That was interesting. Do you want me to take you back to see a healer?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's Rasmin that has the ring of regeneration.
Yeah.
How long is that going to take?
Ring of regeneration is D6.
1d6. Yeah.
Well, what about?
But I don't have one.
The limb part. Oh, you don't have it?
No,
No. Rasbean has it.
Oh, well, then you don't have regeneration. So yeah, you could head back to town back at Lazelli, and you can go see Priestess of Soon at the temple there. I believe her name is Priestess Varane. She could probably fix that for you. She's a level 12 cleric.
oh yeah, she'll have regeneration. So yeah.
Yeah, but if you go see her, she is fine as hell too. Anyways, Soon is the goddess of love. So yeah, if you head back to town now, she might be able to reattach it, maybe.
Yeah. I'll put my arm in my bag and be like, let's go. Keep going.
So, Lazelli, if you're gonna take him, it doesn't take long.
No, I didn't say go back to town. I said let's keep going.
Oh, okay.
None of us can cast that cleric spell that stops things from decaying.
Gentle repose. Oh no. Yeah. Yes. No. I don't know.
Only works on corpses. So. Well.
So you stand really good about losing your arm. It'll take you a while to get it regrown. But if you go now, you have a good chance of getting reattached. And you might just lose a little bit of dexterity until the next long rest. But other than that, you're probably going to lose some of your dexterity because you got one of your arms lopped off. Don't you attack with 2 weapons?
I do usually attack with 2 weapons, but don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I got a 12 medicine to makeshift bandage the arm, the shoulder.
Yeah, Resco's like, you could just cauterize that, but no. Okay.
I
Don't
don't
heal
want to
without.
produce flame at the moment because of everything.
He's like, all right. He's kind of laughing. He's like, dude, that sucks. It looked like it hurt. How's it feel to get a bear bite your fucking arm off? That must be a new experience. He smacks Angsgar on the arm. He's like, dude, that's a story.
If we need to cauterize it, we can light a torch and stick it in there.
Yeah, as if we haven't violated this guy enough. I mean,
Well, there's always the option of riding back to town. But, you know, if you guys want to push on.
I want to push on. I want to tell Donk about this. Got arm bit off by bear.
Okay. So, temporarily, you're going to lose, I'm going to say 3 dexterity off your thing, off your ability score.
Good God.
Because an arm is a big thing because that's what you attack with.
Okay. Minus.
So whatever modifiers you got to pull off of there too temporarily. So you get a new arm grown, or you get that one reattached to it, and you can have a zombie arm. But anyways, so you push on.
Constructed arm.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? The rift is still doing its thing every about 5 minutes or so. And somebody roll me a survival roll, please.
I can do that. What is survival off of again?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
I got a 21.
Okay, so you start looking around, and you see that there's more tracks of the same type of that creature, but older. And they all come out. They spread around the area a little bit. The furthest it's moved out is maybe to the wood line, and then it seemed like it doubled back and disappeared back into the rift. As of right now, you don't see any more of them, but you're thinking that you see 3 separate set of tracks besides the one that was here already. So you're thinking that they're getting more bold about coming out.
Is this rift a natural phenomenon or as a result of a spell?
I think it's probably a spell, but you don't think that it's cast from this side. You're thinking that maybe you might have to dissipate it from the other side, maybe.
So I can't dispel it from this side.
No, you cannot. You can try, but I think all it's going to do is just maybe have an adverse effect.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I pass on all that information to the group, saying I could try to dispel it, but I think it'd be a futile effort.
Okay, so what do you suggest?
Oh. Go to the source?
Yep. So if you want, roll an insight, and I'll give you some more information.
I was just thinking we drop a tree on it.
Yeah, so you pick up a branch and throw it at it, and it disappears. It halfway disappears inside of it, and then it's pulled through all the way.
I meant literally lop down the tree and push it in there. But yeah, okay.
Okay, you can do that too. Anybody wants to?
It was a suggestion. I don't know how well it works.
Askar's like, that's something you don't see every day. He picks up a rock and he tosses it in there. He's like,
So
Definitely looks like it sucks things in.
This source thing, where is it?
It's part. Yeah.
somebody has to fucking answer, okay?
What'd you say? No, what'd you say? I got garbled.
I didn't hear you either.
I said, so where is the location of this source?
Roll me insight.
Oh, I'm actually really good at that. So, 22.
All right. Your best guess, which all the clues that are leading and everything, you're probably thinking that the source is through the portal.
I think I know where it is. Come with me.
Very well then.
Zelly, where are we going?
I don't know. I just sense things.
Okay.
That's enough information for me.
All right. Who's first to the portal?
Well, I'm leading the way, so I'll go through first.
Okay. So you
I'll
head
go
through,
second.
and you feel almost as if your body is kind of being ripped apart and put back together as you are thrown through this fucking like rift, and you end up on the other side, and you see the landscape is dark. It smells of charcoal and a little hint of sulfur. Your skin is automatically dry if you were sweating any because of the heat. As you look around, you can see where there may have been trees here before, but they've all been burnt down almost to ash. You can see little pieces of branches here and there. And you hear like thumps every once in a while. And when you look around, you can find the sources. They're little geothermal geysers that are popped up here and there. They thump, and a puff of gas will pop out of them. And underneath your hooves, you can feel the crunch as you walk around a little bit, and everything underneath your feet just gets smashed, and little puffs of like ash get moved around as you walk around. And that's everybody that comes through there. You kind of get the same sensations as you all come through. So in the distance, you can see mountains and other landscapes and stuff, but they all seem to be kind of like in the same state. And over at the base of one mountain, which seems to be a few miles away, you see this green thing glowing. It looks like what they call a ziggurat. It's kind of like a pyramid kind of shape. If you had to guess the size of it, it's probably about 50 feet or so tall. And it's got some like a green glow to it in certain spots, and you can see waves of like smoke coming out of those spots. And you also see a pair of this monster lumbering around the base of it. So you hear this like scream howl coming from the direction of the ziggurat. As you can see, one of those things gesturing towards you all, and the pair of them start running towards where you guys are at.
Oh.
So with that, on the top of the ziggurat, this burst of green energy bursts out. It flies up in the air and starts arcing towards where you guys are at, and it touches the portal, and it almost like it empowers it some. And you guys been here at least about 10 minutes, and you're guessing that's where on the other side where it would shift a little bit, where it's being powered by that thing.
Makes sense.
So we just have to go to the top of that thing and defeat all the demons in our way, and then destroy it.
Apparently.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Me kill
so
something.
let's see.
I think they're
These-
elementals. I got a 20 Arcana on that.
Okay, so your best guess is that you're pretty close. They have an elemental effect to them. And what you were guessing that they're kind of close to what a smoke method is made out of. But they have no wings, but their heads look similar to what a smoke method looks like, and their body is got that kind of black charcoaly kind of thing, and they, here their bodies react different than it did when it was out there where you were at before. You can see like smoke kind of wafting off of it, and as they get closer, you see the smoke starts billowing just a little bit further. Inside their chest, you can see where the faces and stuff that were in there, they start glowing with a little bit brighter red energy. And they're lumbering at you guys pretty quickly. Not because they're fast, but because their strides are really long. And every once in a while, they kind of hop.
How far away are they?
About this time, they're probably about...
Not far enough. Haha.
Yeah, they're probably about 600 feet from you guys.
Oh.
So, are we going to go in and fight them?
Depends. Do you have a shield?
I do not.
Well, I mean, I can. I'll pull out my new kind of flame short sword and my regular short sword.
Okay. I cast all lightning.
Okay. So, roll me an Arcana.
Uh, 21.
Okay. So you call lightning. It goes off normally, but at the same time, it has this weird effect. The lightning doesn't look like normal lightning. It has a greenish color to it, and it seems to do just a little bit more damage than normal. So what's the normal call lightning damage?
Normal call lightning is 3d10.
Okay, is that what you're using? Are you empowering it more, or is it?
I do not have the spell slots to empower it. So.
Okay, so it's gonna do an extra D10 of damage. Okay, but you can go ahead and is it an area effect or is it just one target?
It is a concentration area effect.
Okay, so you tag these things. Do they get a dex save, or is it just
I'm just doing it because it spell lasts for 10 minutes, so.
Okay.
And I basically casted 120 feet away from me. And I am going to do my combat in that area effect where that spell is.
Okay, say that first part for me again.
I casted it in the distance ahead of me so I can get to it, and we can fight there, where the spell rains down damage.
All right. You
Is
guys,
that constant damage, and does it affect us too once we enter the zone?
No.
No, I use my bonus action to make the hit lightning come down, and anyone within 5 feet of that lightning has to make a dex save.
All right.
So, but yeah, I cast that spell and I wild shape into Cave Bear, and I head to the area where that spell is affecting.
okay. Is everybody following?
Beandor runs behind him with one axe.
Ensko's gonna ask Lozeli if he can catch her right with her.
Of course.
Because his armor is kind of
I'll
holding him back.
kneel down for him to climb up.
Thank you, good lady. And let's go and follow this bear, lady.
Oratorio charges forward.
All right. So you all move forward. You get to the spot, and these things are pretty close. They've been pretty much dashing towards you guys. They are probably about 60 feet away from you all now.
So we're gonna roll initiative, or
Yep. Roll initiative. Oh. They have a 24.
Sweet. I just rolled the first 20 on this die.
What are they? Can I just call them methods?
No, just that's fine. Whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter. Bad guys. I was calling them rift beasts, but it doesn't really matter. Or you call them potato chip.
Crunchy munchies.
It's fine. No one's complaining.
I'm just fucking with you. You're good. Throw it down, man.
I can't. Numbers.
so. Hopefully, they're standing side by side when I attack them.
They look like they're really close to each other. They're probably going to be right on the money.
I'm gonna get them.
Get him, girl. Yeah, Rift Beast starts. Or Rift Beasts. I don't fucking know.
Okay. So, they're within 60 feet of you all. They go first. And you hear them talk to each other. And the other one says something else that seems like an agreement. And they stop 50 feet away from you all. And they poke out their chest, and the faces in their chests start glowing a really hot red, and energy beams start flying out. So, let's see. There is. Let's find you. So, Arturia, get the first beam.
Okay.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, he misses. Let's see. Next beam is going to be towards Lozeli. And it rolls a 21 to hit.
Nope.
Awesome. That's actually pretty cool.
No, it hits me.
Oh, does it? Oh, I was going to say, damn. Colin, you did pretty good.
I don't know how you expect me to get 21.
Hey. You just never know. Alright, so you take 22 points of fire damage as this beam hits you.
I'm unconscious.
Are you really? Holy shit. That sucks.
Did I make a dex save? Because I was riding on her back.
Excuse me?
Do I have to make a dex save because I was riding on her back? And I would imagine I fall on my face.
No, you just fall on your face. All right.
Oh, okay.
Next beam goes for Beamdar. And does a 27 hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It hits you for 18 points of fire damage. And the last beam that shoots out is going to shoot out towards... Huh?
Did you say how much damage?
It was 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
This one hits Artoria. And does a dirty 20 hit you? Will?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, dirty 20 doesn't hit.
Okay, so then it misses you. Okay. And that is their turn. It is your turn, Victoria. They move another 20 feet ahead before they end their turn also. So they are 20 feet from you guys.
20 what? Sorry?
Or 20 feet from you guys.
Okay. Artoria will close in and will take a strike at one of them.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to take 15 points of slashing damage.
All right. All right. So when you hit this one, it screams.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to dump a smite into it. So that'll be 7, another 10 of radiant. So 25 total.
Okay. So you pump in a smite. And this time when you hit it with a smite, which is divine or radiant energy, right?
Yep.
Right, it's radiant, yeah.
Yeah, so when you hit it this time, the energy really does fucking crazy damage to it, and you fucking just maul it down, dude. It goes down, and it dissipates like the other one. And the other one looks at it and goes, and it says something in abyssal, you know, and it looks at you. And then Beandar, your turn. Beandar.
I'm sorry.
Your turn.
All right. And so they're how far away?
20.
You said 20?
20 feet.
All right. I run up, and I am using a Revjack axe, as I call it.
Okay.
And does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That damage was, I think it was a D8. Yep. D8 plus 3. And that is 5 damage.
Okay. You hit it, and it looks like your axe cleaves a really good line or chop into it, and it flinches. And you almost hear like a sizzle as your axe cuts through it a little bit. All right.
All right.
Ansgar, you are force feeding a potion.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. And then we'll go to Brina.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to call lightning.
Okay.
I pick a point where they most are, and everyone and everyone within 5 feet of that point has to make a dex save.
Okay, so Artoria and Beendar.
I got a 3. Plus
I'm
3
going
is
to
a
try and
6.
aim it to the most populated point besides the one where they be affected.
All right.
So yeah, my dex save was a 6.
Mine's 11.
All
Yeah,
right.
you both would have failed. It's a DC 16 dex save.
Okay, so roll your damage.
It's only 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Only, he says.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So you both get tagged for 14, and this thing gets tagged for 14. All right. Lazelli, you are back up, yes?
Yep.
All right. Use some of your movement to get up, which I don't think that really affects you. And
But yeah.
you go for it.
All right. I'm just gonna charge him.
Okay.
Lazelli's pretty fucking annoyed about getting battered and not attacking anything for the last few adventures, so she's gonna actually just straight up charge.
Okay.
So her first attack is going to be a 22 to hit,
That will hit.
and she's going to be using that flame blade.
All right.
So she's going to do 2d6 piercing
Okay.
using her charge ability, which is
Okay.
7 piercing,
All right.
and she's going to do 6 fire
Okay.
for a total of 13. And as a bonus action, she's going to attack with her other short sword. Will an 18 hit?
That will hit.
And she will do 9 piercing damage with her other short sword.
Okay. You tag this thing, and it falls. And you hear like a sizzle when you hit it with your weapon. And it goes down and it dissipates. So these two things are gone. And you're still about 600 feet from Ziggurat.
I'll go back to Ansgar and go pick him up.
All right.
Thank you, good lady. That would have taken me a while.
Well, we weren't that far away.
Well, your 4 legs carry you faster than mine 2 ever could.
Well, I am a really fast runner now.
That is really great. Thank you for taking me with you.
The bear's gonna pantomime if we're going to take a nap.
If you want to, again.
Like a short rest?
She nods her head.
Okay. She'll
You,
just run around then. As kind of her light activity, just patrol, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're out of combat at the moment?
Yep.
And
Arturia doesn't care if we take a short rest.
yeah. Then Marina's going to drop her wild shape.
Especially considering that she got zapped and is at half hit points.
Okay. So I'm going to fast forward. You take a short rest. Everybody gets back up. A couple of you stay up and guard. Like normal, every 5 minutes or so, that green energy lances out. And within that time, you hear a couple other of the scream howls way in the distance. But you don't ever see any of the rift beasts come around. So you're able to rest and get back up, and you can start moving again.
Okay, I recovered 20 hit points from using my hit die pool. So I've only got slight damage.
I'm fully recovered, but I had to use all my hit dice.
Okay.
How many hit dice can you use for a half thingy? Because I was trying to figure that out.
I think it's half.
All right.
No, you can use as many hit dice as you want during a short rest. Just during a short rest, you automatically recover half. Or during a long rest, you normally recover half automatically.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But because of the rules we play with, it's just full health during a long rest.
All right, so you guys get moving again. You reach the ziggurat. In front of it, you can see. Hey, Alex. So, not the other Alex. Anyways, so you get up there. There's a pair of double doors where the opening is, and you can see that there's a hand, there's like a handprint in it where you would put your hand to open it or whatnot. But it looks like it's shaped like the beast.
And they explode on death, correct?
Yes.
So we can't exactly go get one of their arms.
Well, you can look around and see if there's another way to get in.
Do what now?
So you can always look around to see if there's another way to get in.
True.
I'll go run around.
No, little Jake, no.
Me and Scruff will go the opposite way to look.
I mean, in the way Lizelli's thinking about it is that she's looking for a way in. So Lizelli is going to think, well, they have to come out, so they must leave tracks because they ran here. So she's going to use her survival to try to follow their tracks backwards.
I have a 16 perception on her back because I'm assuming I'm still on her back.
And I have a 20 on survival.
Okay. So between the two of you, you walk, run, gallop around the ziggurat. And you find another opening on the backside of it. Looks like the same type of door, except it does not have a handprint thing on it. And you can see tracks leading it into that also.
I will whistle for everyone.
Come, Scruff. Let's go see what they found.
All right. So I assume everybody heads over there. So
yeah,
you're in front of the door. What do you guys want to do?
Pull out my two swords and then go in, I guess.
Yeah, Artoria will draw her sword and ready up with her shield and get inside.
Okay. So you all head inside. And you open the door, and this disgusting ass smell of it smells like old goat ass that's been sitting in a hot sauna for a while, and it just wafts out at you guys. Doesn't make you queasy or anything. It really stinks. You walk through. The humidity in here is just really high. You're automatically you're sweating. There's some light, but the light seems to be like green energy pulses, as you see that this whole ziggurat is kind of seems just like a conduit. Green energy pulses down the hallway, and then it disappears into the ceiling. And so, and towards the 5 minute marker, it starts pulsing a little bit quicker, as if it's like gaining more energy, like a capacitor kind of sort before it bursts. So the hallway stretches out in front of you about 30 feet and turns to the right. It also continues straight, or you can see maybe like the other end of the ziggurat, and then it turns right also again.
This seems to be the place.
Well, can we see anything in here? Like anything hostile, creatures, something other than structure?
No, that's basically what you guys see.
Well, then we should go ahead and investigate this place further until we find the source of this evil.
Yeah, it's a good point. I guess we should press onward.
Yeah, well,
Just trying to find the goats.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me...
Well, is there a giant button that says press this to make thingy stop?
Yes. Right in front of your face. No, not really.
Well, shit.
I thought I'd entertain the fact that it might be, but can you guys see it? The screen share?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So that's the hallway. It's only about 10 feet wide. And there's the turn to the right, and then the other turn to the right. So I'm just going to make one big dot for all of you, because I figure you're just moving as a group anyways.
Not going to be stealthing anywhere anytime soon.
Nope. I get
So
disadvantage anyways, so.
I'm going to say you guys get to this corner here, and you're peeking around.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of other choices, so.
True that. Alright, so...
I'll let Artoria do all the peeking. I'm just walking behind her.
Okay.
If I peek, I kind of have to stand out in the middle of the hallway, and it's not good.
So 60 feet down this corridor, it opens up again.
Is there like a cell for you or something? I mean, not that it's uncomfortable or anything, but do you have a saddle?
No. I mean, I could get one, but I think that's something I'd have to get used to, practice.
Have you never worn a saddle before?
I'm just going to look over my shoulder back at you.
He shrugs.
No, I think she's only ever been ridden bareback.
So
Well,
you look down this hallway, and you see this large crystal in the middle, and it's really bright green in here. And you see one of these things standing right there, and you think you might see another one there, and maybe like another one here. They're all kind of standing around this thing, and they seem to be on their knees, like worshiping it, kind of, sort of.
Well,
How many are there?
3.
So we can see 3, maybe.
well, we can get there really fast if we want to.
Well, these things kind of explode. Is there a...
They are considered a creature, right?
Yeah, they're a creature.
All right. I tell Scruff to go charge and attack the closest one.
Okay. So Scruff McGraw there. Finishes up his ball. He's like, oof, and he runs down here, gets to this one, and tries to bite it.
I think
Are these 5 foot squares?
Yeah.
I think Scruff is fucked.
I think Scruff is fucked
Scruff.
too.
yeah.
I'm actually saying this out loud.
Looks like crime took a bite of
Yeah,
Scruff.
you rolled an 11.
So Scruff attacks.
If I have an inspiration, can I use it on Scruff?
Scruff is not safe anymore. Don't think inspiration's gonna save that boy.
Scruff
I would
is
use this
now
to take the
scrap.
command back. Yeah, if you can.
Yeah. Can you see through Scruff's eyes, or he's just
No,
buddy?
I don't think I have that ability.
Okay.
No,
So,
it's
yeah,
just
Scruff
companion.
runs down here and starts biting this guy, and then another one of these things pops out right next to it, and it's just staring down at it, and then it stares down the hallway towards you, all or whatever one of you is poking your face, and it turns to the other ones and it says something, and Scruff's gonna bite him, but these two stand up, and this one's starting to stand up, and Scruff makes it.
Scruff makes a what?
He's going to make a bite attack, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what you sent him down there for.
Yeah, but he only rolled an 11.
Okay. So he attempts to bite, but he stands up too quickly and he misses his ass cheek. And then the dog is like backpedaling a little bit. And it turns and runs. And then it gets tagged in its hindquarters for 8 points of damage. Is he down?
Nope, he's still up.
Okay. So he gets tagged.
Chicago,
He gets smacked and he flies, hits this wall, and then limps, whatever, back up here. I guess. What's his speed?
He's got a 40 basic movement.
I'm going to say 30 for right now.
He said 40.
Oh, you said 40? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't here. I'm going to go Darkwood. All right, so he's right there. Scruff McGraw, the Lone Warrior. And just start moving around and roll initiative. They got an 11 this time for their initiative.
I need their dicks because I got
16.
11.
So, one of you guys make me a perception.
4.
Sounds like my rolls.
16.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. It's 5.
So, 16. You got more?
No, I got a 15.
Okay. So, you look down this hallway here, and you see a sprite. Okay. Little tiny sprite, and it's waving at you all, and it's telling you, it's like waving you towards it, and it's standing right over here.
Hey, Will. Bender, who wants to go first? You have the same initiative. And
No.
Dix.
Will has more. He lost Dex.
Yeah, I've had to subtract mine and subtract rights, but
What?
he's got it.
What?
Will goes before me.
They don't have the same Dex because he.
Yeah, what's the 1916 then? That looks like the same to me.
No, the one underneath it.
Well,
I have the 1914.
Yeah, but your wolf goes with you on your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, never mind. Don't worry. I'm tired. That's all it is.
It's okay, Sandy. Don't fuck it up. I think Ralph isn't here. Every turn you guys have to do initiative over. So.
Oh my fucking god! I would want to kill myself. But that's exactly what just happened.
Shoot him with a decanter thing. All right.
Did I forget anyone? Getting more likely.
No, I think you got everybody. Put this in here real quick. Alright. Oh, shit. I don't have nothing. Okay, so we are back here. Artoria, you see Sprite over here, in the corner of the building. So, some of you guys' colors are Beandar, you're going to be brown because you got your wolf. Your wolf's brown. Lazelli, I will give you orange. Riftbeast, I'll just make them red. And Scar, I'm going to make you this blue. And Brina, you are going to be purple. So, alright, is anybody moving to this part? Everybody concentrating on here.
If
it seems like they're
right, then she's going to towards it.
Okay. So you move towards the sprite. It was 30?
Yes.
Alright, so you move there. As you guys are looking down here, you see these three right here are just standing there in position. This one right here looks like it's moving this way just a tiny bit. It moves into the hallway. But those three right there, they stay where they are at. They're staying put. Seem to be protecting the crystal. All right, Beandar.
Okay. I walk up to my wolf and lay my hands on him and give him a cure wounds. One.
All right, he can move up here with you, so that way you're not moving down the hallway more.
Yeah.
And I'll just say that you guys are right here for right now. Okay.
All right.
Until you
now, am I still able to command him to attack still, since he was already attacking?
He moved 15 feet, so he's got 25 left.
That's not far enough. Okay.
But you can have him move back out if you want.
All right. For right now, I'm gonna keep him where he's at. He's healed 7, so he's pretty much almost back to full health again.
Okay. What are you doing?
Kind of waiting to see what's gonna go on. So at this point, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Lazelli. You are there at the moment.
All right, so I have my 2 swords out, but I know trying to charge them is pretty ridiculous. So I'm just going to pull out I'm going to sheath both my swords. Pull out my longbow as a bonus action. I'm just going to step out in the hallway so I can see down the hallway. I'm going to just shoot an arrow at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Will a 15 hit?
A 15 will miss.
Okay, then I'm just going to step back into the hole, back into the out of sight.
All right. So the Rift Beast's turn. These 3 stay here, and this one will move up. Moves to go right there, and that's its movement. Ansgar.
I'm going to hold my action to attack with my halberd as soon as one of them comes within 10 feet reach.
Okay. Where in here are you wanting placed?
I'm on Lazelli's back.
Okay.
And I move with her.
No, her back. So the height of this walkway is pretty high, obviously, because these things are moving upright. So, all right, Brina.
So, is the group moving towards the pixie?
No, the only one that seems to be moving towards the pixie is Victoria.
I didn't see it. I had a perception of 4.
These 4 are
Yeah,
kind of
they
standing
do.
right here. Sorry?
Did Arteria explain, hey, that creature's calling us over, we should move towards that? Or did she just walk off on her own?
I think somebody
That
else
was
has
more
seen it
aimed
too.
at Will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah,
To be honest, I think. To be honest, I think the only thing that would be said would be along the lines of, "Hey, who's that over there?" As she left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's like enough information, but that's what she would have said.
Okay. So Rena's gonna hawk a thing of fire at it. 20 to hit.
Okay. What was that to hit again?
20.
20? Yeah, that'll hit.
10 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right, so this one takes 10. It hits it. It looks like it burns it, but it's still moving towards where you guys are at.
Mhm.
And you're there. Unless you wanted here. Unless you want to move back up behind cover.
I'll move back.
Okay. So you go on this side this time. Okay. Top of the round, Artoria.
Close the distance with the pixie should be pretty much on it and say, "Who are you?
Hey, do it.
What are you doing here? What's going on?"
I got stuck here. I went through that portal, ended up here, and these things were chasing after me, but I'm too fast. He says, but it's like, but I know something. And it might get us out of here.
Oh, really? What's that?
He says, there's something over here. He's like, come on, you gotta look. And it moves around the corner. You move around the corner with it.
She'll like look around the corner, but she's not just going to blindly follow.
Okay. So you look around the corner, and it zips down the hallway. Okay. This hallway stretches all the way down to about right here, and then it looks like it turns like as if it's going down that way. But it does stretch way down here also. And it zooms down. All right, to about right here, okay?
That's
and you see it pointing. Huh? Right here?
Oh, yeah, because if that's where the wall, where that line ends, if that's where the wall, then the crystal's right up against the wall.
Right. I know how the room's shaped because I'm making it. Dick. So. Anyways, it's pointing towards something right over here on the wall. He's like, come here. Look, right here.
Yeah, Artoria is going to look back at her group and then be like, hey, down this way. And then she'll turn the corner and...
So what do you guys want to do? This thing's still moving up.
It's entirely up to y'all what you want to do, but she's going to go down to where he is, or she's going to turn the corner. So she'll be able to face the corner there and facing that way. But she's not going to have gone yet, like around the corner until.
All right.
Well,
so
until like they join him or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's not going down the hall. She's going to be right there in the corner so that her party members can see her, and she can see the sprite.
Okay. So, Beandar, you see Artoria. Wait a minute.
I do, but I also see the imminent threat of the thing coming down the hallway, and that's my first concern. So I send Scruff at it one more time. I said, "You can do it this time. Go get him." And I rolled
it whimpers a little bit at you, but it
and it rolled. It rolled. I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so you hit it.
All right, that's 11 piercing damage, and if I read this right, because it's a creature, it has to succeed on a DC 13 or a DC of a 13 save or strength throw, or be knocked prone.
Yeah, it's I made the roll.
Okay. Good job, Scruff.
All right, your turn.
And that's pretty much my turn.
You're not going to go down there and attack it? Okay. So.
Well, can I? I didn't know if I could. I thought it was just me or it.
You have an arm still. You can attack it if you want.
You have an action, and as a bonus action, you can command your pet to do something.
All right, then I charge down there as well and try and tag it as well.
Okay.
Get back here. RD 20 plus 4. Got a 17.
17 will not hit.
Oh, damn it. Oh well. It was worth a shot.
Mm-hmm. All right, Roselli.
I'm going to move 70 feet towards Artoria.
Shoot. There you go.
And I'm going to look to where she's pointing. And see the little spriteling down there.
So you see the sprite down there. You can make out, like, it looks like a panel or something that's sticking out of the wall right over here.
You want me to go down there?
Yeah, I think we need to head down there. He's obviously onto something.
Okay. All right.
All right. So
It couldn't
Question.
possibly be an elaborate ruse.
Question. Ansgar, how much do you weigh?
I weigh kind of 190 pounds.
Aratoria, how much do you weigh?
How much does half plate weigh?
20.
Oh, my armor with that? Then I'm like 230.
Right now I'm rocking 160.
So it's gonna be kind of a strain, but I'm gonna put my bow. Actually, with the bow, I can't carry you. So I'm gonna drop my bow.
I can hold your bow.
Well, it's still extra weight. I'm gonna drop my bow as my free action. I'm gonna invite an Artoria on my back.
Okay.
And then if she accepts and gets on my back, then I'm going to move my other 70 feet of movement down the hallway as my main action. So I'm going to dash.
okay. What you got right there?
That will be my turn. I have 30 more pounds left.
Okay, you guys get about right there, and you look to your left. See that beast there.
Does he still seem pretty distracted with?
Yeah, it's looking this way.
Okay.
Definitely tell this room is a lot different shaped. Attacks. Let's see which one of you two is going to attack. It's going to attack Beandar. 19.
Yeah.
Okay. It hits you in the head for 6 points of damage, bludgeoning.
You call that a hit? You ugly thing.
It says something abyssal and it reaches back around. Actually, it comes up and comes back down. Top. And a 14.
14 does not hit.
All right. You see when it reached up, it ended up hitting the ceiling, and it kind of, I guess, moved over there. These three are staying right where they are. They are not moving. So it'd be Ansgar, which he's riding.
Yeah, he's gonna hold his turn until he can attack something that is hostile, and I don't know what he would do with a sprite.
Okay, so it'd be Brina's turn.
Yeah.
Gonna hawk some fire.
Okay.
Hey, can you shut my door?
27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
8 fire.
Are you shooting this one right here that they're fighting?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
It's produced flame. I can only throw it like 30 feet, so.
Okay. Yeah, you tag him. All right, Artoria. I'm just gonna jump to Lazelli so she can move. That's all I can do.
I'll hold my action until I can actually do something.
All right, so you all move, and so you get to the sprite, and you see a panel. It looks like this, same color, and These are all like different colored like gems.
Okay.
But there's 9 square gems in this thing. Right? It looks like that.
Well, what's this all mean?
Hmm. You got me. Give me a minute. Oh. Okay, so
And you see symbols on right above each one. But
does it? I mean, do they look like symbols, or do they look? Well, I wouldn't know
Well-
whether it looks like writing or not. But,
they're basically like dots.
oh, okay.
Sprightling, why did you show us this?
It's like because they press the buttons and then things happen with the crystal.
Well, do you remember what buttons you used to turn it off?
He says, no, but I know which ones they press to do certain things.
Like?
He says, well, if you press this one, the pink one, he says a door will close in there. Right here. If you press the green one, he says another one of the energy beams will shoot out. And so you press the red one, then all the monsters will all come to this crystal at the same time. And they'll stand in front of it.
How many monsters are there?
He says, well, there was 6, 7, maybe 8.
So why don't we just lure them all to the crystal and then activate the energy beam?
Does the energy beam hurt them or heal them?
He says, I don't know. They're never around when the energy beam goes off.
Well,
He says,
didn't we see that though? We got attacked by the energy beam, and I believe, could see the monsters.
Here's an idea. Why don't we have one of you press the energy beam button, and I'll run down to the corner there, and we'll see if it actually hurts them, and if it doesn't, then we'll know not to press that button. Just don't summon all of them, otherwise we're all dead.
Fair.
Sound like a plan?
Okay.
Sure.
so Arturia, you're moving down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move down to the corner, and I'm gonna motion for whoever. I guess.
Beandar, Brina.
Ansgar.
No.
You held your action, right?
Yeah.
So if you press the energy beam button, Artoria will point her finger at you. You press the energy beam button, she'll see what happens.
But I don't know if it works like that. Like, didn't I hold specifically an attack action?
I don't remember.
I know I did hold an attack action, but my question is, can I use my reaction to do some other shit? I don't know.
Sandy, just press the button.
Okay.
You're attacking the button with your finger.
Okay, let's go with that.
God damn it. I love you. But Raz want to choke you. So you press the button. So everybody make a will save.
Wisdom.
Yes. Wisdom save.
Is it a spell effect?
4.
No, it's
Yes. 26.
all right. All right. So I heard Artoria got a 26.
20 plus.
Asgard got a 4. Okay. All right. So basically, you're shooting for a 13. All right.
Oh, shit.
If you didn't make a 13, you're gonna take psychic damage. You're gonna take 10 psychic damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when that happens, this whole place like shakes, and the scream roar that these things emit, the 3 in here start making that noise, and you fucking see this bright green glow, just kind of like starting to happen, and you could see like energy crackling. It lances out and tags this thing right here in the back, and just starts like eating away its fucking flesh and shit, and finally it dissipates. It goes, it explodes. One shoots out this way, hits this one on the back, but it doesn't kill it. It just hits it and it staggers down to all fours. But you're not sure what happened to these two. But it shakes this thing for about a couple rounds, and then it stops. I was like, wow, that was kind of crazy.
Artoria is going to give a thumbs up to the sprite and the rest of them down there to be like, looks like he killed one of them.
Is everyone okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I am fine. And I look over my shoulder.
I don't feel so good. And he's dropping his halberd and holding his head with both hands.
What was the damage for failing?
10.
Yeah, me and the wolf scream.
Okay. All right. So after that, the psychic damage hurt you, if it did. And let's see, whose turn was it anyways?
What the fuck was that?
I used my reaction too. So it was Artoria's turn. And I
Okay.
used my reaction.
All right. So Artoria moved up, so now it's Beandar's turn since you had moved your up
Yep.
there. Well, not.
Well, I'm too close to really do too much else other than attack. I look over at my wolf and tell it to back off. And I roll for, I'm just going to swing it with my axe one more again. And hope I kill this thing.
Okay.
Oh,
You have advantage to hit.
I do? Okay, cool. Because that sucked. Come on, Dicey Bot. Nope, rolled the same thing both times. I failed both times. I only
Okay.
got 12.
Yeah, so you miss.
Yeah, I'm missing an arm.
Okay. So that you staying there? It's on.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's
down to his knees, and
Can I use my bonus action considering I talked to the wolf, that was my bonus action, didn't I?
Yeah.
Can I use a movement action?
Yeah, you can move away from him.
All right. I want to back up around the corner behind Brianna. So both me and the wolf are back there.
Yeah. So you move back.
Yeah, about there.
Okay, Lazzelli.
All right. I can't really help Angus because I don't have any healing. And I do mean literally no healing.
That's fine. Just drop me on the ground.
Well, I can't. I can't reach behind me very well. So I'm going to basically dash back to the corner of the building where I dropped my bow.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pick it up. Oh well, sorry. I should say I'm gonna pick up the halberd that he dropped. Then I'm gonna run across to the room, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to pick up my bow.
All right. Sounds good. Y'all done?
Yeah, that's all my actions.
Okay. So for the Rift Beast turn, it shakes its head, stands up, looks around. It doesn't see anybody anymore. And it's going to move back this way. It gets about right here and it stops. But it's facing towards the crystal. And that's its turn. Ansgar, you're out?
No, I still have some HP.
Oh, just kicked your ass up. Alright, it's your turn.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding my action to hit something.
What about your second win?
Oh yeah, I can use that. That's a good point. I restore 8 hit points.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Brina.
I wouldn't have advantage to hit it anymore, right?
I'll say you do because it's way. If you can roll me a stealth, because you're gonna have to move to be able to do the produce flames, right?
Yeah.
So roll me a stealth roll.
I did not. I got a 5.
Okay. Okay, you make it because it rolled a 2. So you sneak out real loudly, and it's walking real loudly. It sounds like it's just like kind of slapping its feet, like it's still just like, I fucked up. So, how far out did you want to move?
Nowhere, because I'd have to move 40 feet to hit it. And yeah, it's 70 feet away. Because it decided I wasn't a threat, so it walked away.
You can move 30 feet, so it's only 65.
Yes, but I'm a gnome.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, okay.
Both me and the wolf look like shit, by the way.
Yes, but I can do that on a bonus action. Druids aren't very good at attacking, so can do that, but I'm just going to cast Healing Spirit on Beendar at second level. So any friendly creature can move into his space and get healing for where is it? A D6. So you heal 2 points, but it's a concentration spell that lasts for a minute. So every round you can go into that space and get a D6 of healing.
Cool, thank you.
So yeah, there's a Bay Spirit standing in the same location as Beendar, and it's energy healing him because I don't want to use Moonbeam on that thing.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and go with Artoria if you're done with your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Artie. Artoria, your turn.
Okay, so the one that was right there at the corner's dead, right?
Yeah, that one was dead. Yeah.
Okay, so what Artoria is going to do, because it seems that pressing the button was good because it killed one of them, but it was bad because it hurt other party members too, and she doesn't want to hurt or kill anybody in her party while trying to get rid of these monster things. So she's going to tell the sprite to stay put, and then she's going to move down that hall towards the nearest big bad.
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay. So your movement's 30, so...
yes.
Right.
So 30 would be there.
And you want to dash.
Yeah, might as well. Just go ahead and dash.
And I'll put you about right there. So, you get here, you look this way. These two are no longer there.
Are there corpses there, or
you see a pile of ash there?
Okay.
The pile of ash here. This one is walking back down, but it looks like it's pretty beat up. Some.
Okay.
And you look down this way, and you see a hallway stretched down this way. And you see another hallway stretching that way. And on this wall over here, you see a nice lever glowing a purplish color, little gold flakes and cherubs around it. It's flying in a circle. No cherubs, but you see it. You see a lever over here, though.
Okay.
Like that.
The wall's got a dick.
But so, yeah. So there's one beast right here, and the other three beasts are gone. Looks like it exploded them. If you're all done, it'll be Beandar's turn.
All right. I look to the wolf.
You get a D6 of healing at the start if you start your turn there.
Okay, yeah, I haven't moved. So D6, let me do that real quick. I'm gonna pretty much tell my wolf to come to me. That way it can get some healing.
Yeah, it can move into your space. It just can't end its turn in your occupied space.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much do you heal for?
Just
I
a
got
D6.
one for me. And 6 for the dog.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do?
Let's see where we are. I am definitely. I'm gonna put what's it called? Hunter's Mark on the creature.
The beast. Okay.
Yeah. And
Is there a range?
I want to say it's 120, but let me double check that.
No,
think
it's not.
it's
It's 90.
90?
Okay. Well, you're fine. Yeah, it goes off. You're good.
All right.
And it's a
And-
concentration.
Yeah. And other than that, right now, I just basically tell my dog to kind of like circle around me and stay close.
Okay. All right. If that's your turn, then it'd be Lazelli's.
Run down to the center hallway, to the center of the other hallway.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my short sword. And I'm gonna run. I'm gonna dash beside Artoria.
And Artoria's just going to kind of look over and say, "Hey, Lazelli."
Hi, whoa!
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Alright.
probably see that guy.
He just stepped down, but he looks like he's rough right now.
Looks good because Ansgar was holding his attack action, if I remember.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
All
an
right.
attack.
So go ahead and attack.
11.
That's gonna miss.
Fine. That's my reaction.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
No, it's actually the Rifkin's turn. It looks up at the three of you. Sorta, and not really surprised that you're there. And it's going to attack one of you, so let's see which one it attacks. It's going to attack Lazelli.
Is it possible for Artoria to step in front of that?
I'm not actually hurt. Like, I'm at full health right now.
Okay.
You can do it if you want, but I'm just saying.
Well, you're not really a frontline fighter, are you?
So I'm built for.
Oh. Well, all right. Well, then, have at it. Smack her around a little bit.
All right. 14 does not hit you, correct?
No.
Okay. So it misses with its claw attack. And his other claw is going to be a 13. Wow. 3 and a 4 he rolled. What shit. Terrible. Alright, so it's Ansgar's turn.
I'm gonna attack it with a natural 1.
Okay. Roll me another attack roll.
10.
Oh shit. Okay. So you miss the Zelly. As you're trying to jostle around a little bit and your head's still a little fucked up, your equilibrium kind of goes off balance and you kind of slide to the right some. As you're doing that, you swing, you miss the monster, you miss Lazelli, but you end up on your back on the ground.
Alright.
Ouch.
It's better than her tagging Lazelli in the back of the head. That one sucked.
Yeah, that would have sucked real bad.
Alright. Brina, your turn.
Beandar, do you want to move closer to the fight? Michael, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot I was on mute. I do.
Okay. I'm using my bonus action to move the spear 30 feet closer from its current position. So that area is now a healing area, and I'm going to move 25 feet towards. Actually, I'm only going to move 25 feet and not do anything for my main action. Actually, I'll hold a produce flame if it comes within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So, top of the round, Toria, is your turn again.
All right, I'm going to take a swing at Butt Ugly over here. It's going to be a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
And it's going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And she's not going to pour a smite into it because she's only got one left, and it looked like it was already hurt.
Yeah. So I'm going to say you do at least, what, 8 damage?
Yeah, I did 10 total.
Okay. So you rear back, come forward, you slash the shit out of this thing right down from its left collarbone to its right kidney, kind of, sort of, slashing through some of the heads in his chest. And they scream in a silent scream as it kind of like shakes a little bit and then it just falls back. But it doesn't burst in a cloud like it did out there or before you guys came in here. It just falls back and dissipates. So you get to looking around in here, in this chamber here. And of course, there's a lever, there's this crypt, and then there's the different exit ways out of this place. So combat is effectively over at this moment.
Hey,
so I'm guessing everybody moves down here.
Well, that spirit's
Lizelli.
around for 8 rounds, so
Okay, well then Artoria will go walk through it a couple of times because she still had damage she needed to heal.
Same for me and the wolf. We're all kind of like measing
so
around
you
it.
can basically you can get 8d6 of healing before it disappears.
Okay, so the sprite runs back over here. He's like, good job. He says, I think that right there turns it off or makes it explode. One or the other.
What else?
He's like,
Could
but I'm not sitting here to
be
say.
a little bit more specific? Makes it explode or turns it off?
He says that's what it says right there. It says off, on, and then detonate. And you see there's 3 positions for the lever. Looking at the lever.
Okay.
And the lever has, has a circle, and then it has a line, and then it has a really nice, obvious, like explosion thing over there. The 3 positions that it has, and it basically just goes up and down.
Why don't you guys go outside? I should be able to turn it off and get away.
Yeah.
Before it blows up.
Okay, but are we going to be
Also,
able to get back home? That's the question that I have, because I don't want to be stuck here forever.
Then you better start running.
Sprite says, well, if you're going to do that, sorry, grab that chest, because there's stuff in it, I think.
Grabbing the chest.
That's what I was doing here. I was checking for loot, and then these things started moving around, and then I couldn't leave because I didn't know if they were faster or not.
All right, so Artoria will grab the chest. Is it huge?
It's about medium size. You're able to lift it up and
Okay.
a little bit. So, yeah, it's down this hallway over here. So you get up in here. You find a chest. You do find 5 more ash piles in here. It looks like may have been like 5 other of these things around. And so you grab the chest and you book it out. You walk past Lizelli here and this place here. All right, Lizelli. So you all ready?
Guess we're ready.
Okay, run along now. Let me know when you're outside.
Yeah, we can carry the chest and go.
All right. So fast forward. They go outside with the chests. About, I'm going to say, 100 feet away. Zelly, you count to like 60, gives them enough time to move away and all that stuff. And then you hit the trigger, and you feel this low hum around this thing. And then you could feel the energy start building, and the lights and shit that are coming off the wall, they all start coursing towards the center of this.
While shaping into a warhorse.
Okay.
While shaping into what?
Animal that can move 60 feet around.
Okay. So, yeah, so you do that, and it starts glowing from the bottom of the crystal to the top. You can see that it's starting to turn a whitish color, like more energy is being gathered into it. And what do you want?
I'm hauling so much ass.
Okay, so
Bean's
you're running
holding
so
on to the
fast.
wolf and they're running as fast as possible.
Everybody already left.
Yeah, I'm the only one in there. I sent you all out beforehand.
Yeah, so
And
you running.
I casted Longstrider before I wild shape, so I'm a horse that's going to try and take as many people moving 140 feet towards the portal before it probably closes.
Okay. So, yeah, so you hit this lever, starts gathering energy. You take off running along the walls here and there, and you're out. And so, as you are looking, there's the mountain here. Ziggurat. It's right about here. It's kind of shaped in an odd way, but it's still. Anyways, this starts gaining energy. Starts glowing, and you can see like this. It almost looks like a fire, but it looks like a burst of energy that's just gaining power here. And you are all able to get back over to the rift about a few seconds before this starts blowing its top. It shoots out a massive energy bolt, and it comes and it hits this thing. Did you guys enter through it again, or did you guys stay on this side?
We are fucking running.
We ran through it as far as I know.
Yeah, no, we're going back to our realm.
Okay. Okay. So, if you were able to watch, that's what you would see. You would see this thing burst, and it hits this fucking thing, and it starts building up energy, and then this thing stops. It builds up another burst, it shoots, and then it starts getting quicker. On the outside, on your guys' side, you can see through a rift this ziggurat just doing that shit. And it's shooting burst and burst after seems like every burst comes faster. Up to the point where it gets to like there's no time between bursts and it's just blasting it. And this thing on our side, it starts gathering energy also. And
still running.
Yeah, so you feel the energy building. And so by now you guys are probably about a half a mile away. Okay? And this thing explodes. Everybody is knocked to their feet. And you feel the air around you sucked away from you. And it's almost like you're suffocating for just a split second. And then the air rushes back as you hear the blast as a sonic boom blasts past you. And then you look to where the blast was, and all the trees that were around that thing are just flattened from that point out. but you're safe, and the rift has been taken care of. But there were still some casualties. There's slowly but surely there's pieces of debris falling all around you, including some animals that just didn't know what was going on. But he pretty much said they probably died instantly, so they're not. None of them are still alive. But around that rift itself, within probably about a good 200-foot radius, all the trees around that area are just flattened. And it's kind of got like a bowl shape in that area now.
Well, just as long as there's no more whatever the hell those things were coming.
You don't feel any evil or anything like that permeating off the area anymore.
Well, I think that's done it.
So, after a little bit, once you get your faculties back together, you get up and shake off all the debris, and everything's done falling by now except for leaves or some shit or whatever. And you guys head back to Mawson. You get there, and Rourke and half the town are just standing around the gates. The whole defense force for the town is on alert.
How long does it take us to get back to Mawson?
Probably about an hour or so.
Okay, so I'm still a horse.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you guys get back there within about an hour, and you meet some troops about halfway there on horseback, and they seem very surprised and relieved that you guys are still alive. And they're like, "Wow." So we don't know what the hell happened, but it sounded like a freaking volcano exploded. Rourke sent us out to make sure that you guys were okay or there was nothing happening. What happened?
The midget, he ate too many beans.
Holy crap! He fucking farted his arm off.
Yeah,
Ew.
I mean, it was ridiculous. You should have seen it. It just went everywhere.
He's like, "Well, mighty midget, I'm not eating around you ever again or anywhere. I'm gonna go." So him and the rest of the guys, they kind of take a perimeter around you guys, and you guys all ride back.
Clear the blast area.
Yeah. So you get back, and he kind of moves his horse closer to you. He's like, he's out of gas, right? He's not gonna explode again, is he?
Yeah, I was just messing with you.
Oh, okay. He's like, that's some scary shit, man.
It would be, wouldn't it? That's literally scary shit.
He's like, dude, I even caught myself looking at his ass to make sure he didn't have fucking his ass cheeks. He's something that loud. He must have blew some shit out of his ass.
Yeah, you know the game Mass Effect? He's playing the game Ass Effect.
So, you guys come over the little hill there and see all these people standing out there, and they all yell, "Yeah, they're alive!" They're all happy to see you guys alive and shit. So, after about 20 minutes of questions and everything, and finally everybody moves back to their homes or whatever, and Rourke's like, "Wow, that's out of this world." Wow. He says, "Well, I'm glad you're all safe." He says, "You should probably go see the priestess. She might be able to help with that arm thing there, Mr. Beandar."
I think I'll do that. I appreciate that.
He says, "Well,
because I need
the rest of you," he says, "I have lodgings in my inn. You can spend the night here and rest, or you head back to Illumina unless you're ready to go." He says, other than that, here's your pay. He says, he gives you each a bag gold, which has 500 gold pieces in it. He says, thank you. I'm really glad you guys closed that thing. Those creatures probably would have did some damage in the area. He says, other than that, I got more people to calm down. And you see there's still people milling
Make
around.
sure you watch out for the weird. They rip arms off.
He said, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So you head over to the temple there, and the priestess walks up, and she's amazingly beautiful. She's wearing some skimpy like robes and stuff. I mean, you can't really see anything, but yeah, she's bursting out of it. She
Is
says,
she a
"Well,
priestess of Sune or something?
Yeah.
she is. It's a temple soon."
Well, Artori is a paladin of Sune. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
She says,
serious.
She says, "Sister,
Sister.
please come in, relieve yourself, and enjoy the temple." So she takes you in the back. She strips you of your top clothes. She says, "Okay, I see you have the arm still." She says, "Oh,
Hi.
this looks terrible." She says, "Just take a rest," and she puts her index finger on your forehead, and you pass out. You wake up about an hour later, and your arm is back on, but it seems not to move correctly. She says, "Don't worry, that'll last. That lasting effect will only last maybe about another hour or so. Sometimes when you put limbs back on, they have to remember that they're there. Just try and move your hand. Eventually, you'll start twitching and you'll get your movement back." She says, other than that, you could probably just wait here, and some of our priestess will attend to you." And you see the other priestess, or
I owe you for this.
huh? What'd you say?
What do I owe you for this?
Says, "Oh, nothing. Just sit back and relax." And the other priestess are bringing you food and water, and they're feeding you and shit like that. And they're beautiful also. You notice that there's no ugly ones, except for this one old lady that's sitting in the corner. But she's like looking at you like a hungry wolf. But she's sitting in the corner with Scruff, petting him and stuff. She's like, "Don't worry, he's okay. I'm just keeping him company." And so you can stay there the night, and the rest of you can stay at the inn if you want. And I'll fast forward it. So the chest, once you guys get back up in the morning, take it, you guys are probably looking inside the chest. And you will find some goodies. Okay, so there's a gem of brightness in it. There is a potion of stone giant strength inside of it. Let's see. You find a bag of holding in there. And you find a brooch in there. Once you guys identify it, it's a brooch of shielding. And you find a little box that contains about 100 platinum pieces in it. And you find one really good sized gem that's probably about 2 2,000 gold pieces worth of value to it.
So
And
all
then-
told, between the 5 of us, at 600 additional gold pieces each for the platinum and the gems. Gem, sorry.
She's gonna give her amount gold to Artoria.
You also find a small book in there, which is written in Abyssal. And you guys have to figure that out later. Other than that, that is it. You guys get 2 XP, 1 inspiration, and
So close.
sorry, I'd have to throw a lot more at you guys.
No. I know that wasn't anywhere near a tier 3 adventure. I'm just saying it's 1 XP away. Then I'm Jones into multi-class.
Okay.
But
So
I want to
with that-
get second attack first.
Yeah. So with that,
All right.
the day ends, and you guys sleep. You wake up next morning, and you guys are free to move back to Lumina or whatnot. But I'm going to end the broadcast. So thanks for everybody coming. Appreciate you, and I hope you guys had fun. And anybody that did watch, and Indar farted his arm off, / got it bit off by Brina. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna end it.
Lay back down.